Hey Cougar fans, we're here with Drew Guebert of the USF men's basketball team, who scored 21 points as the Cougars picked up their fourth straight win, a 90-62 decision over Bemidji State here at the Stewart Center. Drew, talk about the game. Again, it was kind of like last night in some respects, in that it was tight for the first half, and then you guys were able to string together a run, just as you did last night, although it happened later. But tonight it happened at the end of the first half, leading into the second half. Talk about that run.
Right, in the first half, we had a bunch of guys in foul trouble. So we had guys on the floor who we don't always have on the floor at the same time. At the end of the game, I think we had guys on the floor who hadn't really even practiced together, and we were able to get a shot clock violation at the end of the first half. And then in the second half, we came out swinging and got on a 20-0 run and really never looked back from there.
You guys had a tremendous flow tonight. 58, you had a 55-28 advantage in the second half, but you were getting contributions from everybody. That's kind of fun to be part of a group like that, right?
Yeah, it's always fun when everybody's out there sharing the ball. It doesn't matter who scores, just playing basketball and hitting open shots. Being
a freshman, it's your first go-around in the league. Are you getting comfortable?
Yeah, I mean, at the beginning of the year, it was hard just trying to get with the pace and the flow of the game and the physicality, but once I got a feel for it, it became a lot easier. What do you feel about your team? Do you feel good about the chemistry and everything that's there? Yeah, all our chemistry is just great. Really, really good with the team. We all really like spending time with each other. I think Coach Johnson even said that this is his favorite team that he's ever coached. You guys sitting here at 15-9, and you've won 4 in a row. What is structured that? How has that happened in your view? Well, on this 4-game win streak that we've had, we've been able to limit our turnovers and get our assists up, and really just get a lot of good stops on defense. Well, Drew, congratulations! Nice game tonight. Cougar fans, Dan Genzer, Sports Information Director, here with USF head men's basketball coach Chris Johnson. The Cougars picked up a big win tonight. They defeated Bemidji State 90-62. A couple keys to this game: a 20-0 run that ended the first half and into the second half, and then they just shot lights out in the second half, building up a 55-28 advantage by hitting 71.4% from the field. Chris, it's had to feel good to see second night in a row where in the second half you broke from a close game just because your guys just took it over.
Yeah, you know, we really guarded, and that's where it started in the second half. We got stops, I think, on 9-10 possessions in a row. And you know, they got their first bucket because we flipped it to them at half court for a dunk. Otherwise, you know, we really guarded well. And then we got back to getting downhill, getting towards the rim, not settling for so many jump shots. And then once we did that, they had to collapse on us. And then Drew Guebert and Mac Johnson, you know, I think Mac had 13 of the 20 in that 20-0 run. And then we start getting some space for guys to knock down shots. But I'm probably most proud of, we played some lineups in the first half that we haven't played ever. We were in really bad foul trouble, and those guys that came in did a great job for the last 7 minutes of the first half to not only keep us connected, but go into halftime with a 1-point lead. You know, they ended the half getting a shot clock violation on Bemidji defensively, and that was huge. You know, they didn't even get a shot off. So just really happy with the whole group. This is a tough league. You don't, there's not very many wire-to-wire wins, or it's, you know, things come easy, and we grinded when we needed to, and we got ourselves going in the second half both nights.
You know, I noticed tonight with Mac Johnson, again, you mentioned him, he had a big night. Drew Guebert had 5 more threes. His freshman's really taken over and really starting to assert himself. He had 21 and 8. I got to tell you, we talked about him last night, but I was really impressed with the play of Zach Wessels. 6 points, 4 assists, no turnovers. Kibu in foul trouble. Talk a little bit quickly about Zach.
Yeah, you know, Kibu's been really good there. Got in foul trouble, and quite honestly, he would tell you didn't have his best night, and Zach just picked the slack up and ran with it. I thought he was really good, and I think he's been really good for about 3 weeks now. He's playing with much more confidence. You know, he's scoring it a little bit for us, you know, getting to the rim, and he's finding guys for shots. And, you know, I think he's a big reason why we've started to play better is his play has really picked up, and And he's done a nice job on the defensive end for us, too.
You know, on a lot of nights, when you're ahead and you win a game by 28 points, you're going to get to empty the bench. But, you know, even after losing a kid like Jared Mays, who is out for a little while, you're getting tremendous play. You got you get guys like Aaron Rothermund and Gino Pastrano and Cutler Finneman coming off the bench and giving you minutes at crucial points. Those are some of the guys you were talking about at the end of the first half.
Yep, and Austin Poe's in that mix too.
Exactly.
Throw him in there when we need to. You know, Mark Dellavedova had a really nice assist there late to AP. It's fun to get everybody out there because you know, the guys that play you know, a lot. Those other guys are great energy on their bench. Those other guys work just as hard in practice. And for them to kind of reverse roles, get out there and get to show what they can do and get them ready for the next time we have foul trouble is really big. And you want every guy to walk out of the gym every night feeling like he was a big reason why we won. And sometimes you can be a huge reason why we won and never set foot on the floor, but it's always easier when you do.
You know, it's exciting for this football basketball team winning 4 straight, but getting to 15 wins, it was a couple years ago when you were last at 15 wins, and now you're at 10 wins in the league, 10-8, with a real opportunity to do some damage, maybe even get to hopefully continue to win so you can get that home field advantage. How do you feel about this whole development over the last couple weeks? When you've won 5 out of 6, by the way, and lost a 2-pointer.
I'm really happy with that. You know, I think we're playing our best basketball at the right time. I think there's still areas that we can get better, which is exciting for me as a coach. But the whole, you know, where we came from last year, I'll worry about that at the end of the year. We don't have time to worry about. We just need to keep our head down, keep working. There's no doubt that there's some pride in the locker room that was bruised last year. Mine, theirs, everybody's. And I'm happy to see us come out of it the way we have. I'm happy to see the future that we have after this year, but I'll worry about that after the end of the year because I owe Jordan Stotts to find a way to get to the Pentagon and do some other things still this year, and so we're going to just hopefully focus on those things.
Yeah, you have some big week coming up, but you know, it's funny when you go on these winning streaks and sometimes we don't always get to mention our assistant coaches, and I know you take great stock in who you got. Talk about your assistants and the value that they brought.
Well, I can tell you that I'm fortunate. You know, Coach Odegaard's been with me for 6 years. Coach Kading's been with me for 5. Coach Fatma's new, but I trust those guys. I mean, if you come to shoot around, you know when it's their scout, they talk. They're the ones that run it. I trust those guys wholeheartedly. I put my 2 cents in when it needs to be in. But, you know, when those guys talk to me on the bench, I take it to heart, you know. And I am so lucky to have 3 guys that are loyal and that work as hard as they do. You know, they make the program look good, and they never get any of the credit. And they don't want any of the credit, but they deserve a lot of it, that's for sure.
Well, a bunch of them were on the floor this afternoon in the ending, and then Coach Kading came into a post-game locker room where he did a little bit of dance. So it's a lot of fun right now for Cougar basketball.
It is. I wish somebody would have taped Coach Kading doing the old stanky leg in front of the whole team. I bowed out of that one. You're not going to get me to dance in front of the team. Not yet, at least. But they tried awfully hard. Maybe if we can get you to do it first, I'll hop in there. But yeah, I mean, it's fun. When you're winning, it's fun. You know, I mean, there's a lot of hard work that goes into it. So when you see the reward of some of that hard work, it's a fun time to be a part of our program right now.
Well, Coach, we'll talk about next week. Congratulations and a well-deserved win.
Thanks a lot.